Hi, this is Ed from Wright. Thanks for stopping by. Here we have a Sport Intensity. This is very similar to a standard Intensity except for it has a seat. Let's take this mower for a demo. Starting with the seat, it folds up so it takes less space in a trailer or in storage. The seat has a lot of suspension in it. Same with the platform. The safety switch is in the platform, so it's very integral to operation of the machine. Controls, like all of our other machines, are very simple and easy to use. This is the height select lever. And this is the height select pin, which goes from 1.5 inches through 5 inches. On this side, we have the parking brake. It locks out the controls. The parking brake needs to be on in order to start the engine. Choke, throttle. So left and a right controls. One of the great things about both the Sport and the standard Intensity, that as a rider you can get really tight areas like this. If I had a big Z in here and I came back around this side, because of the length of the machine, I would be scalping the ground right here, and my deck would be so wide that I'd be throwing grass into the mulch bed over there. Sometimes a smaller rider actually means you can be more productive. You can get more done with the smaller mower. Naturally, a great question is, why would you sit on a stand-on mower? Now, there's a few reasons why. And the first is, it's not primarily about productivity. Actually, if it's about productivity, whether it's a small lawn or a large lawn, it's better off to be standing. If you're standing, you can get on and off the machine much quicker than climbing around the seat. And on a large property, when you're standing, you're likely to keep your ground speed up just a little bit higher. Now, the seat, the great thing about it is that it's a little bit more comfortable. You get off your feet for a few minutes. Also, if you're unable to be climbing up in and out of a Z with a seat on it, this is pretty easy to get on and off without squatting down. Now, there are also some center of gravity benefits to it. Say you're going across a hill and the front of the machine has a tendency to want to dive downhill. With your weights back here, you're counterbalancing it, so you're enhancing the traction on your rear tires. But when you go uphill, you're able to lean forwards, keep that weight forward so that you can climb a steeper hill, or lean straight back, go down a hill. So we're going to walk around, be taking the shields off the machine. We're going to go over all the different parts in the systems. Starting with the hydro system, there's an oil cooler up front that helps keep the oil cool, helps the hydro system last a lot longer. Here you can see the hydro reservoir. There's two 10cc pumps driving the mower, and down here, here's a wheel motor, the 12 cubic inch wheel motor. The control system is a hinging linkage type control system with heavy duty ball ends so that you always have a real tight control of the mower. The pumps are connected to the engine deck and they float with the engine. And over here on the side you can see this deck linkage here. There's slots in it that let the deck tilt side to side and float. Now, because the engine rides with the pumps and the deck, the clutch there has a straight shot to the cutter deck. That makes the belt last a lot longer. Same with the pump belt here. Because it's in line with the pumps, lasts a very long time. Moving back, we have the suspension platform here. Here you can see the suspension bumpers. Those are energy absorbing elastomer springs. The seat system here, there's a little pocket here. It's handy to put the knob in there when you take the guard off. The seat tilts up. Here you can see an adjustment here for where the spring sits. This knob adjusts it. That's to adjust for different weight operators. You can dial it in right where you need it to be. We have a wheelie wheel, helps protect the machine if it were to tilt back a little bit and limit how much it can tilt. Here we have the fuel tank. It's approximately a 5.5 gallon fuel tank with a fuel gauge. Moving on down here, take another look at the belt drive. We use a heavy duty pump idler pulley with really good bearing seals, helps it last a long time. And it's a split type pulley, so there's no little groove in the middle, helps the belt run very flat and smooth. Down here you can see the stripe kit. 48 and 52 comes standard with the stripe kit. In the back of the deck behind the rear baffle, this part of the deck is furthest from any tire, and so we have a skid plate there to help protect the machine from scalping when you're going over the crest of a really steep hill. Inside the deck here you can see the blades, the baffles, heavy duty spindles. Here you can see the front deck adjuster. You can put a 1/2 inch breaker bar in there to adjust that, and the chain gives it the slackness it needs to float. Now, going in here, like most of our mowers, there's actually two belt drives. So when the deck is spinning, This is the tight side driving the deck, and the slack side's on the idler pulley. Same with the drive over here to the discharge spindle. This is the tight side, and this is the slack side. And what that does is, because the backside idlers are on the loose side of the belt, it helps the belts last about twice as long. Here you can see the deck wheels. On a 52 we have a deck wheel out here. Because the 48 is a little bit narrower and closer to this tire, it doesn't have a wheel on this edge, but it still has two wheels in the middle. Front tires are 11x4 flat free tires with a heavy duty bearing set up here with the seal protector so things don't get wrapped around the axle. Has a sealed heavy duty caster housing here. Here you can see the height select range, 1.5" through 5. The pin is a key type pin, so it's easy to get in and out, very reliable and durable. The battery, without tools, you can take the lid off. There's a little cubby here to put things, and you can jump start the machine without using any tools. The mower goes about 8.2 miles an hour, and as a 36 it weighs about 720 pounds. As a 52 it's just a little over 800 pounds. It's a very heavy duty, sturdy mower. Commercial duty. It comes with Kawasaki and Kohler engines, Kohler Confidant engines, Kawasaki FS and FX engines. So there's an overview of all the components and systems on the machine. Hopefully this was helpful to you. If you're interested in demoing one, locate your local dealer and try one out there. Thanks.